She has hoofs.
And if governments can do that, then they become God. The president spoke earlier today.
What about the breeding program? He goes, Satan's outnumbered 2-1 without missing a beat. It's in our Watchers series.
Again, look how slow it's going. There you can see the projection, the projectors, everything on there. Again, it's projecting an aircraft with
1 week's time. That was Coke.
Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tapping in. And tonight we're digging into files 289. So do me the biggest favor and hit that smash the like button for me, smash the subscribe button and join the family if you like videos like this.
Now you cannot tell me there is not a zombie outbreak going on in the UK. This was sent to me last night. Can't give the source, but it's not AI. He captured this on his CCTV outside his house. There's a zombie infection. Look at our page, Google it. There's more evidence of this. There is a zombie outbreak in the UK. He followed it. He followed it down the street.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, right. What is it? Like, look at it, it's walking, it's talking like an infected. This was captured footage in June 21st. Yesterday's date is June 21st in the UK. 2026. He was not happy. Like, Google zombie infection, follow the page, subscribe, because I'm telling you now, we're gathering all the evidence of this kind of stuff. Look at it.
He's gone.
It's wearing some kind of like nurse's outfit. Yeah, I'm telling you, zombie infection. Google it, and this stuff comes up.
There was a former Bush official that worked in the housing department. He came out and disclosed that there's $21 trillion missing in the government, and she said that there is essentially a black budget, which is off the books, to where they built underground civilizations, not only on land, but in the water and around the circumference of America. Now they have massive civilizations, but I do find it funny too that a lot of billionaires are spending billions of dollars for bunkers themselves. Zuckerberg, Bezos, you name it, they all have it. And that's what we know of. So imagine what we don't know, what's off the books, right?
That's a lot of money.
That we pay for, that's taxpayers' money, by the way. And then they already have these types of systems that's across America with the trucking system too. You have truckers showing footage where they drive into a mountain. It opens up and it just goes for miles and miles and miles. And that's just for the trucking industry. So what they don't show you, which they do have a black budget to where they fund many things that's off the books. They have probably a utopia down there when it comes to technology, you name it, that's for them.
People are saying the sun is different. Look, we live at Smith Mountain Lake. I want to show you something. I've got this Coke I've got this right here, half full. I'm going to set it on this tractor for 1 week in the sun, and I'll be back. Today is June 3rd, and I'm setting it right here. Right there it is. I'll be back in a week. All right, so today is June 10th. Now I want you to look at this. 1 week's time. That was Coke. And look at the label. So it was sitting like that right there with that exposed to the sun. Look at that. And look at the Coke. 1 week in our sun at Smith Mountain Lake.
CIA has codes to hack the universe. Did you guys know this?
Wait, universe?
Yeah. You know, like how in GTA, like you have the up, down, 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 up. You know, the CIA like has stuff that's like connected to the human body. If you say out loud like a mantra, it can actually heal you.
Oh, that's interesting.
So like I went down the whole rabbit hole. There was a guy who was like, he was having a pain in his like thigh.
Yeah.
So he would go 55515, and he would keep saying that, and he would get healed, right? Now I go to another video. No, trust. Look, I'll show you the list. I'll show you the list. Trust. Another lady, she didn't believe it. She has like a headache. Okay, she says it like as a mantra. Kept saying it. These numbers, codes, and she got healed. So look, if you see, there's other ones. Unexpected money. Look at the numbers you say.
Shit.
Steady long-term income.
520-741-8.
Money knowledge, manifest dream job, money coincidence, entrepreneurship.
This is by the CIA?
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah. They're called grab avoid codes. So if you say this so much, or like you try to manifest it, it comes to you.
Whoa.
Fam, I saw another one. A girl wanted a new car. So she like manifested something like dream, I think it was long-term income or something.
Yeah.
And then right after she said she wanted a car, her aunt texted her, "Do you want to buy my car? It's getting old."
Oh,
No.
hell no.
Yeah.
Yo, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, athletes are refusing to eat American food. Norway have shipped 1,000 kilograms of rations to the World Cup because they don't trust U.S. groceries. That includes fish, brown cheese, and 6,000 oranges.
Norway didn't just reject U.S. oranges. They avoided petroleum-dyed fruit that never rots. Practically every U.S. orange starts as a green clone, smothered in citrus red number 2, a petroleum dye marked as a human carcinogen. Dipped straight into ammonia baths, fusing coal tar chemistry into every peel. What remains is sprayed with morpholine, a wax binder banned in 31 nations, then gassed with ethylene until every cell is petrochemical.
Mamma mia. Before they got there, she was in total darkness. That's actually creepy to think about.
A Florida woman says she was forced to send a strange reborn doll to the Warrens Museum after it began growing what looked like human hair. The woman said she bought the doll from a small thrift store because it looked old and realistic. It was sitting on a back shelf, almost hidden. She said, "I felt strange when I picked it up, but I still took it home at first." The doll was completely bald. The woman said it looked as if someone had shaved its head. A few days later, she saw short, dark hair growing from the scalp. I checked it under the light. She said it was not plastic or thread. It looked and felt like real human hair. She also claimed that strange things began happening at night. She heard soft giggling from the room, where the doll was kept, and her dog often stood still staring at it. My dog would not bark or move. She said that scared me more than anything, feeling unsafe. She contacted the Warrens Museum and sent the doll away. Museum staff later placed it in the same room as Annabelle.
Here is one conspiracy theory I truly believe, and I'd love you to argue me as to why I'm incorrect. I am a former hospice nurse of many years for an hypnotist, and I will tell you that when a doctor gives you a diagnosis and you begin to subconsciously accept that diagnosis, you will manifest the exact reality you do not want to create. And I saw that all the time with people who would get diagnosed with cancer, and maybe it'd be at stage 2 or 3, but that simple diagnosis with the doctor presenting to them this horrifying information, they started to spiral. And what they did was manifest more of what they didn't want. And what was even more sad was that these doctors would give prognoses and say, you know, in our best clinical judgment, you have 6 months left to live, and then we'd get the referral to hospice. I shit you not, those patients would die right around the date of that 6-month anniversary. So don't tell me that we are not being hypnotized every single day to manifest the shit we don't want. It is called the nocebo effect. So if you are on this page, just know that you can unwire your mind from the fuckery that you have been programmed to believe and restore your body to profound health. I am living proof of that after having spent the last 6 years desperately chasing healing from multiple autoimmune diseases, all kinds of chronic symptoms and things like that. It was truly turning inward and stopping chasing and unprogramming the fear porn that allowed me to actually heal.
For those that claim all over social media that we are living in a simulation, well, you might just be correct. And why do I say that? Because there's a guy on TikTok that claims that he has the code to prove that we are living in a simulation. And it's all being run by advanced civilization, he claims. And we have been living in a 300,000 year long experiment. And his belief is so strong that that once he found out all of this information, he actually quit his job. You heard what I said. He quit his job after finding out all of this information. And part of his belief is that each and every one of us, including myself, has metadata. And he actually posted a video that was very detailed to show you exactly how you can calculate your own metadata.
I am giving away my degree for free. If your name is Daniel William Schmidt, I will personally mail you this. It's an economics degree, one of the best in the world. You can get any job you want. I got a job in finance. I quit my job because I realized that we are living in a 300,000 year long experiment run by an advanced civilization, and all of us have metadata. If you take your full name and your date of birth, you can find your metadata.
Watch.
I calculated mine and I started crying because it was just so unbelievably accurate, and I realized that every single person has this, and that means we must be in an experiment. Every person is a different trial, and the civilization running this experiment is using this data to perfect their own society.
It's an incredible analysis for those of you that have been thinking that you are possibly living in some sort of simulation. And not only did he put the numbers together to figure out his own metadata, he also figured out what his purpose was. And his sole purpose was to build his own America. And with that claim, he says he is about to start doing that. Before I leave you, have a listen to the end of this video and let me know if it makes any sense to you. So hit me up in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you. Listen.
At the top, you have God. God created what I call Civilization 1, and then Civilization 1 created the experiment we're in, which is us. So I'm working on a new civilization because I realized that my purpose is to create America 2, because America 1 has served its purpose. So please help me get rid of this degree, because this is America 1. Thank you.
Bro, I told y'all, bro, I literally made a video yesterday saying the food is next. Now look at this, y'all. I told y'all, listen.
So in the last 24 hours, our president has announced that he's calling a global emergency on food supply. And I knew that was coming, and so did a whole lot of other people. He's doing this emergency because of the fertilizer that we can't get because of the war. And a lot of us have been telling you to prepare for a year. Over a year, actually. A lot of us started clear back in January 2025 or before, because we knew his policies and his rhetoric was going to lead to this kind of situation, and here we are.
I made a video yesterday about this United States Food Reserve token that literally came on the blockchain yesterday in lieu of all of this. What a coincidence, bro. It was the oil, the water, and now the food, man. Go look up the United States Water Reserve. Go on Google or get your phantom wallet, man, and go look this up. This is not financial advice. This is exactly how I do my research, man. The food is where it's at right now. Everything that you would need for this will be put in the comments below, man. We're in a digital age, y'all. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Yeah, you can do this. Just ignore the statues. They're not demons. It's fine. You got this. You got this. Oh, God. Oh, God. You're not gonna come alive, right? Right? You're all just standing and chilling, right? Right? It's fine. This is fine. Just a few demons, it's fine. Oh cool, they reflect in that. That's cool, that's cool. This is fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
10 grand a month. Where can I apply?
This is a Veterans Memorial. And they have this strange thing here. She has hoofs. And a Lizzie face. And here's the little book about it. With a frog and a mouse. Here's the back of her outfit. And her hat. And her neck. And her hands. Cloven hoofs. And her face. City of Longmont paid for this. It's strange. And here's another thing. I don't know if you can pause to read these things. Here.
So I'm going to show you 2 pictures and a video. You tell me what you notice. So here's the first picture. Okay, and here is the second picture. Do you notice anything similar? Now, there's also this video where someone ran into him at an airport, and he's acting very strange. A lot of weird facial tics, a lot of weird like licking of the lips. And I know some people do have facial tics. I know some people do have issues where they do these things involuntarily. It could also be induced by people on a lot of drugs. But Stephen doesn't usually do this in his scheduled, pre-recorded everything interviews. So this kind of feels more like a slip. Now you have a man here who's very connected when it comes to what's happening in this space, or at least he claims to be very connected, and he appears to be very connected. Now I tried to ask this more directly, and it got flagged, and I had to appeal it, and it got reinstated, but you know when things get reinstated, they don't get pushed. So I'm trying to redo it in this type of direction. So let me know, what's up with Stephen Greer?
They thought we wouldn't notice what they were doing. So if you didn't know, Wayfair 2.0 has officially launched, and they're trying to pull it off on this app called Vinted, because there's no way a polka dot toy is going for $5,000. And what gives it away is they put newborn right there, right below polka dot, in the description, and it says very good. Just look at this, a stuffed dog toy going for $1,000 that says 3 to 6 M good. Yeah, you can put 2 and 2 together and realize they're selling a 3 to 6 month old infant. They can't keep getting away with this. This person here put they're selling an iPhone when it's just literally a cardboard box. And then right below the image, it says newborn, very good, for $1,000. There's so much more to it than Epstein. Stay weird, y'all.
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein, I'm Palm Beach Pete.
My name is Peter, known as Palm Beach Pete on YouTube and social media.
Epstein is alive.
The other Palm Beach Pete and Epstein, just a little bit. I don't know either one of them. Had never had any kind of relationship with any of them. Why that guy would say, I'm Palm Beach Pete, when someone asked him if he was Epstein, I don't know. It just baffles me. It's
The boat fest! It is here! Young Jewish kids are going to be running around in the bus having the best time having a great bar mitzvah. Peace out, Palm Beach Pete. How many people at my age get to hang out with young kids? Shalom Bakat. I'm really vibing, man. Don't take my jerk chicken. Take my jerk chicken away, I get pissed. But hey guys, it's Guacamole Gonzalez. Hey guys, it's Palm Beach Pete.
Gatorade is facing heat today after a dentist left a tooth to sit in the drink. Upon taking it out, the enamel had completely dissolved, raising the question, what's really inside this bottle?
One bottle of Gatorade can hit you with 2 or more petroleum-based dyes. It starts as synthetic electrolytes like sodium citrate, neutralized with caustic soda, creating a corrosive sludge linked to prolonged tissue staining. Then the sugar gets dumped, 36 grams to mask the acid burn.
It's not a horse. It wants me to get on. I know that because I want to get on. And I don't know where that thought came from.
I can't make this up. I can't make this up, bro. What the f? I can't make this bro. I can't make this bro. What the f is that? Jesus. Jesus Christ, no. Jesus Christ, no. What the f? I can't make this bro.
If you ever watched The Simpsons, that's probably Mr. Burns.
Alright, I'm not usually the one type to do this type of shit, or when I see this stuff online, I really don't believe it. But this kind of threw me out a little bit because I noticed this, and I always look at like little details on my car. I don't know why, I've always been that way. But anyways, you see the W, and you see the dots. W stands for woman, and dot stands for how many kids she had, right? Okay. Now that's my car, right? And my girl has driven my car before. This one is her car. Now, obviously, when she drove her car, she was alone, didn't have the kids with her. That's W, right? And before people were like, oh, yeah, you put that on yourself, yada, yada, yada. Nope. See that? Look how hard I'm pressing. Yeah. And I would not do that to my own cars, especially when these cars are fairly new. So be careful. Pay attention to your surroundings. You know. See that? Look how hard I'm pressing.
Yo, I'm in downtown Miami, right at the 401 building, right? This is where the this is where you apply for food stamps and all that though. But anyway, I want y'all to look at this. I'm outside. See, this the front. It's the front of the building, right? I'm outside, yo, right? Just stand up here chilling. Do y'all see what's on this wall right here? You don't see them alien figures right there? That's one. That's one. Look at it. I never paid attention to this, to the architect of this building, but this is the mark of the beast where the aliens be at, man.
Now this could actually be the clearest video of Bigfoot of all time. The video has also been AI tested many times and many different softwares said that it's not AI. The video was just released to the public and now Bigfoot experts are picking it up and analyzing it. And it was just highlighted on June 22nd, 2026 by Bigfoot researcher Todd Standing. Check out the footage.
Oh my God, Bigfoot. Oh my God, that is...
The HD footage shows a Bigfoot-like creature hiding behind trees and branches. Its eyes look human, too human to be a primate. It looks slightly gorilla-like, but not at the same time, like some kind of hominid creature. Also, it was taken somewhere in the US, which proves it was not any kind of ape or anything, because they don't live anywhere here. And experts point out its facial features and how they perfectly resemble recurring witness reports. It has the very large nose, the strong brow ridge, tough thick skin, the dark complexion, the dense yet wiry hair on its head. It pretty much checks all the Bigfoot boxes. Take a listen to what Bigfoot expert Todd Standing has to say.
Today we're going through some very impressive new footage. Can't be argued, this is absolutely not AI. I double checked it, triple checked it.
Now, even though it passed AI tests and it's some of the clearest potential footage ever, Standing isn't too sold. He speculates the video could just be a very well done costume with special effects makeup. Which could be the case, but this would take lots of time, effort, and money. Would it really be worth it to hoax something like this? Most who watch the video believe it's the real deal though, and the man who took the video claims he was just out there hiking this day in this very remote section of forest, when all of a sudden he saw whatever this thing was.
Amazing man.
Yeah. Okay,
Amazing
I'm sorry to
man.
interrupt you.
That's
Keep
all
going.
right. And so, you know, Chuck, what about the hybrids? What about the breeding program? He goes, Satan's out number 2-1 without missing a beat. It's in our Watchers series. You know, we actually showed that interview, and that's years ago when I interviewed. He's still alive, and you know, years ago, without missing a beat. Satan's out number 2-1 is creating an army. And what people don't get, Daniel 2:43. See, this is why it's imperative. Thank you, Gary Stearman, once again. If we get a proper exegesis interpretation of Genesis 3:15 that it's a seed war between the offspring of the dragon, Satan, and his fallen ones with him, and human women, creating a hybrid known as the Nephilim, the rest of the Bible unfolds. Then Genesis 6 makes sense with the flood. Then the Tower of Babel makes sense. Then Abraham king and the 5 kings makes perfect sense. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, oh, I get it, because they want to have sex with the angels that go in. Why is that? They want the power, right? They want the power. Yeah, the whole thing.
Oh.
And then finally, the conquest of Canaan, which I talked earlier. I'm ready to throw the Bible against the wall, right? The conquest of Canaan. Who's there?
Giants, Nephilim,
Raphaim, Emim, Zamzumim, Horites, Anakim, which means long of Anakim Skywalker. Hello? Really? What's that doing there, right? Anakim Skywalker. There it is. Star Wars. It's like, what are you guys really trying to say here? So the Nephilim are there, and all of a sudden, when I read Dr. I.D. Thomas's book years ago, I get it. Now they're soulless. They're not human. That's why the mandate, wipe them all out. If you don't have, and I've heard good-meaning, well-meaning pastors that have been pastoring a church for 30, 40 years get up and say, well, we don't understand why God did this because they don't understand Genesis 3:15. Well, it's genocide. Excuse me. It's genocide. And somehow the God of the Bible is favoring one tribe over another. And that's not what he does. The moment you plug the Nephilim and the seed war in, all of it, and the Lord showed me this about 2 or 3 years ago, that the conquest of Canaan is the culmination of the seed war on some level, because the dragon knows that someone is going to crush his head. Once Abraham is tapped out, that's it. The dragon knows, it's going to be from that seed, but he doesn't know what tribe yet. And then when they actually meet in the field of battle, it's the seed of the dragon fully manifested in the land of Canaan, the promised land. And all 12 tribes are there. So you got the seed of the woman, even though we don't know which tribe yet at that point, and the seed of a dragon. It's mind-boggling. And they go at it, and guess who wins? That's why Jericho is so cool, because they don't do anything. You just march around the thing. And guess what? Joshua and Caleb, this is just all the Lord. The Lord gets all the glory for this. But they pushed and they conquered the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what they never went into? Guess what piece of property that they never went into?
I don't know.
Gaza. And when they released the Israeli prisoners that had been living in the tunnels for 2 years, there was a makeshift stage with a very large picture behind it, like maybe 20 feet by 10 feet. There was a fist, okay? But you had to count the fingers. There were 6 fingers in that fist. And the caption was in Arabic. What is it?
Hebrew.
Hebrew, thank you. I'm going Israeli. No, that's not it. In English, and it says, "We are the flood." I have a picture of it. A 6-fingered fist. We are the flood. They know. They know it is who they serve. Now, I'm not calling the people in Gaza Nephilim. I'm not saying that. But there's a connection there somehow. And that principality has never been deposed. That ancient principality that dwelt in Gaza. Joshua and Caleb never went in there. They just left it.
Why didn't they go in, do you
It's a really good question. It doesn't say.
Finley's shadow. Okay. Turn to the side. Turn to the side more. Look at me. Why? What is happening? I don't get it. Are you an alien?
The dog's like, I've been trying to tell you guys.
Do y'all see what this shit look like? Do you see what this is? Look, Bill Gates, aka Microsoft, is putting in their AI data centers in our oceans right now, as we speak. Listen.
The math is simple. Without water, the AI servers die. If we tokenize the supply now, we control the next century. Trump understands this. The USWR is what makes the most sense.
Look how much water they use annually, bro. I told y'all that they came out with something called USWR. United States water reserve because our water supply is about to be destroyed. This is our chance to, one, get into what the billionaires are buying up right now. Look this shit up. Go on Google and type in United States water reserve. You're going to see this. Go on the website and look what's going on, bro. Even BlackRock is holding on. Just look this shit up, bro.
June 29th, 2026, St. Lucie County, Florida. This is amazing. Here are photos. That's the projector right there. You're going to see actual spacecraft go directly over the house, multiple ones. There it is going. Watch. Okay. I know it looks like it's moving. It is not. It's moving about 5 miles an hour. Believe it or not, I'm going to go in the house and I'm going to show it to you in the front yard. Again, these are holographic projections of aircraft. However, you can clearly see the projectors back. You can clearly see the structure. Watch. I'm going to show you some photos here as I go in the house. Right now, I'm just going to the front yard. Again, look how slow it's going. There you can see the projection, the projectors, everything on there. Again, it's projecting an aircraft, but right there is what it actually looks like. Believe it or not, now I'm in the front yard. Again, I'm going to show you pictures of everything. So now it's leaving. It's the same aircraft. Look at it right now. Look how it's moving. Again, these are holographic projections. Here we go with photos. This is the next airplane that's coming over. Again, you can see the projectors right there. Look closely. This is there is the structure itself. Look at the thing wrapping around, okay? Believe it or not, this is absolutely amazing. Here comes the next airplane.
How many freaking airplanes do you need? That was cool, though. Keep bringing these.
So I'm going to stop talking. I'm just going to let you guys watch this.
Again, I'll show you all these, okay? I'm going to have to do like 1 second of each one and then show you what they look like, okay? And give you a flight track. Because there is no way I can't even keep up with birds. And the birds come first in alien light. That's not even alien light.
What you working with, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm just gonna let you know I'm for real. I ain't gonna be able to do it. We don't dance. Oh, he went up in the air. Oh, he magical.
Yo, that is a freaking orb. That's an orb being chased by a helicopter. What the hell? That is a straight up orb, dude. Being followed by a freaking helicopter. What the hell? I just now pulled up. Smells like something's burning. That is nuts.
Okay, here we go. Son Not Son, Volume 1. Oh my gosh, who makes these titles? Oh, anyway, all right. I'm up in Michigan, Caseville, Michigan, looking out over at Lake Huron. This is last night. Look at this thing. What a monstrosity, huh? They're not even trying these days. Okay, as we're watching it set, if that's what you want to call it, look at this thing. I thought it was supposed to be round. As we zoom in, who are they? You guys, seriously, I didn't know the sun had friends. But, whatever, right? Okay, all right, we're gonna watch this thing move here for a little bit with the filter on it so you can kind of see the edges. It's pretty wild. And notice the edges on the top of some of the quote-unquote clouds that are moving by. Notice how the filter's behaving the same on them as it is around the sun. It's pretty crazy. Who knows? Maybe they could be actually just holes in the sky, but, you know, what would I know? All right, this is where it gets wild. Let's watch this thing go all the way down. I don't really know where it's going, but pretty sure it's not, you know, curving around and setting on the other side of the earth. But you know what I'm saying. Look at this. Look behind it. Look behind this, you guys. Yeah, why? Why are there clouds behind this? Behind the sun? Does that make any sense to you? It doesn't to me. You know, even if it's a local sun, whatever. Why are there clouds behind it? It's not what they told us. But, you know, I think most of you are realizing we're dealing with a level of deception that is almost, it's hard to even imagine, right? Centuries of it. Centuries. But hey, for now, I'm on vacation. Let's just watch you can watch the rest of this. I'm gonna go play some volleyball with my son. And then we're gonna get after it, you guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun here in the next few days. Couple weeks, actually. Over the next couple weeks. We're gonna have a lot of fun. In the meantime, though, I hope you guys are testing out that 0.9x zoom on iPhones on the moon. The sky, too. It works good everywhere. You might have to lower your exposure a little bit, but it really shows a lot. It's pretty wild. Anyway, I appreciate all of you, and hope you have a good night.
And who's still drinking the Kool-Aid? That's my only question.
Yo, who the is Jessica? And why do all the kids, toddlers, babies know her? Like, who the Jessica?
Jessica? Jessica?
Jessica! 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 Jessica!
Jessica! Jessica!
Hey! Jessica! 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 Jessica? Jessica! 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 Jessica!
Jessica! Jessica!
Jessica! Jessica? Jessica?
All right, here's one for you. All right. It's making me scratch my brain pretty bad. I live off grid. All right, for anyone that doesn't know, I live in the woods. I built this place. I got solar panels here. Right, I got a windmill turning. Another windmill up here. For like the last month, I haven't been making any power. My batteries are old and they need replaced, but I should be getting something during the day. When the sun's out, like that, my system can do anything. This morning, I just got back late last night. I was away for the week. This morning I get up, system's up and on. It looks like a big mess of shit, but I know what everything does. And we have full power coming in. 13 volts. So what that tells me is the sun that's been shining for the last month wasn't working. After 7 years, I've never had an issue. And the system just stops working and then starts working over like a 3-week period. Maybe the real sun's back. for now. That's all I can. What else would it be? It should be making power, no matter what. Even if the batteries aren't holding the charge, it's still going to go in. You're going to be making something. You're just not going to be storing power. Because the batteries are fucking 5 years old. They need replaced. That wasn't the real sun.
This can't be real. I just saw this on X. This can't be real. Tell me if I'm wrong.
In our history has stood more for God than this president. He has been unashamed to speak the word of Jesus. He's been unashamed to speak up for all faiths. And he established this commission so that we would assure Americans their religious liberty, that this great inheritance from our founding fathers would continue for another 250 years. And Mr. President, we believe this will be one of your greatest legacies, and you happen to be the perfect president to be here in the 250th celebration. The question is, what is religious liberty? And if governments can do that, then they become God. The president spoke earlier today of the communist threat in this country. We know what communists do around the world. They remove God.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
I know you fucking lying. What the fuck is that? It's fucking looking at me. Hey!
It is absolutely freezing out here tonight.
Do you hear that?
Look at all the ice.
There it is, so beautiful ice. Bouncy ice. Just watching now.
It sounds like it's ripping the side open.
There's a whole wall that's vibrating.
That sounded worse.
It was scraping right against a massive shelf.
Scraping the hull.
Passengers are requested to leave exterior decks and return inside immediately.
The engines are backing up now.
Instead of saxophones, everyone was hearing Celine Dion.
Okay, so I'm showing you the empty water bottle. Empty water bottle. There's barely any specks of water in that shit. Like, more water comes out of my mouth when I breathe. I'm at the gas station where it happened. This is 2 days later. I'm pulling gas from the gas station, same pump. 93. Pulled 93. This is 2 days later. And this is just to show you guys, like, I'm getting comments saying, of course, the gas is gonna have water in it. I'm pumping it into a water bottle. Like, do you think I put gas in a water bottle with water in it and complained about it? What the hell? No. Empty bottle, gas going in. I'm showing y'all. I'm showing you. I got receipts. There it is. Look how disgusting that looks. Just wow. That's not good gas. I don't know if y'all know what gas looks like, but it ain't like that. See how it's just cloudy. It's cloudy, and then you got a huge layer at the bottom. That's the water. Looks kind of rusted. All that cloudiness is from water being suspended in the gas. And then the bottom layer is the settled shit. I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you. No, I did not pour gas into a water bottle with
with water in it. And then, no, I did not go even further and pour that gasoline water mixture into my car. What the, what do y'all think? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Here I am showing to the goddamn clerk. He's back there calling his manager because I had gone in right before and told him that I'm gonna pump some gas out the same shit and show him that it's contaminated. No, I didn't know it would come out this bad still. I had no idea, but it did. And this is the video evidence. This is the proof showing you guys, like, this shit was terrible. And this was 2 days later, so there's no telling how many people pumped their gas and had car problems after the fact. Like, this is proof.
It does?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So this is water using.
Has anybody noticed that the birds, the deers, raccoons, they will not eat grocery store vegetables anymore? Like, I put out 3 cans of tuna for the feral cats that live in my neighborhood 3 days ago. They haven't touched it. These are hungry cats. They won't eat this tuna. I went out there after putting grapes that I got from a major retailer, starts with a K. I don't want TikTok to come after me. I put celery, grapes, and some green pepper and broccoli that I let sit in my crisper too long. I took it out there. It's still sitting out there. I've seen the birds pick at it and they didn't want it. I've seen the deer walk right over top of it. I've literally got peaches out there that I got from another big box store. Everything I have bought from Aldi under the organic section, if I put it out there, the animals, they go right after it. But that store that starts with a K, if the animals don't want to eat it, man, I'm done shopping at that place.
Look at this. No joke. This is crazy. The settlers have arrived. No joke. What is going on? I heard music coming from this thing.
I'm watching this live video and it looks like the people are not blinking, but the ocean is like, look at skipping. Now look at the people though. They're okay. Look at the ocean. Is that weird? Why is the ocean, but the people are not skipping? See the ocean in the background, look. Tripping out.
And that's a wrap on this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to hit and smash the like button for me, smash the subscribe button, be part of the family. Remember, stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.